now, and you can begin your presentation.
So for our project, basically what we did was we did an inventory management system for like a grocery store, and basically the way it's supposed to work is you log in, and once you log in, you're going to see different departments. So like you have a produce department, you have a cosmetics department, so on and so forth, that you can add merchandise. You can add merchandise into it. You can delete merchandise. You can update merchandise. So to kind of serve as an example, so Jeff, if you could click the produce department. So like you enter in the name of an item, so we could do cherries, let's just say. And then let's say the price is $2, just as an example. In quantity, or yeah, $1.99, and then the quantity will say a quantity of 20. And then you hit the add item button. And it should appear.
So
yeah.
I'll speak on this. So right here, you can see that something failed within the code to add the cherry item, and I added that just in case something like this happened. But we can say, I know it works on cosmetics. So we can see here that the add button does work for at least on here. It could be just one simple thing in the code that needs to be fixed. It could be a misnamed variable for all I know, but that is the one error. But at least it lets us know that if there is an error in the system, that it does fail.
And so like and then just kind of serve as an example of the cosmetics department, let's say we want to update the price of red lipstick. So you would enter in red lipstick price, and let's say the updated price is $15.99. And you could update the quantity. You hit the update item button, and it would update that item. So as you could see right there. And then the reason why you have two entries is because there's different ID numbers. So 41 and 42. And then if you want to, Jeff, if you want to pick another department, and we could kind of demonstrate that. So we could do, we could do the deli department. We could enter in ham or turkey. Price of $5. And quantity, we could do 25, let's just say. Hit the add item button. And then to kind of demonstrate our delete button, you would enter in, obviously, the information. So the turkey, the ID, price, or and all that information. And then you would hit the delete button.
Again, it looks like we're just having some issues with probably like a variable or two in the code that I will look at and we'll fix before we submit it. But I know everything works in cosmetics just fine.
So this is mainly the gist of how the project works and just that type of thing. And then
Jeff, obviously there with the cosmetics, obviously just deleted it once I hit the delete item button and refreshed. But yeah.
And then if you want to go through the code, Jeff.
Absolutely. So for our login page, I can actually go back and display that again. Username, password, obviously, if you don't have an account, you can create one on here, submit it, and that's all handled through our login, register, and obviously our logout page brings us back to login. Our JavaScript for the tabs is handled here. Our database connection, and then our complete code for everything. I was trying to get the PHP files for each button separate, but I was having even more issues doing that. So I was trying to migrate everything all onto one page. And And I can easily move the CSS over as well, but this is where all our CSS is for the different tabs and stuff to give it the coloring and the tables. This is just like pretty much the main page where everything is first displayed, like hello, and it pulls whoever is logged in currently onto the screen. It pulls their username forward. So it's like, hello, so-and-so, so you know it's your account that you're logged in on. Just below it, obviously, our log out. From there, we go into selecting our department, which we saw our tabs. And from there, it was pretty much every single department. Produce, go down to the deli, down to grocery, pharmacy, cosmetics, so on and so forth. All our buttons are this is the PHP for behind it. So if anything is deleted from here, it is handled. So I had to name each one differently. So I just put the first letter of each department's name in front of it, so the names would be different. So it's not like something's getting doubled up on. But yeah, and then it calls in each of these for insert, delete, and update. It handles it through a, what are they called? Stored procedure within our database. And all of those stored procedures are here within the PHP MyAdmin to add everything. And just to show what our stored procedures look like for the most part. And that is everything. Is there any questions from anybody?
Can you go back to the main page and just sign in and sign out again? Let me just see that.
Absolutely.
Do you have another account, or is this the only one that works?
That's the only one currently, but I can make one real quick.
Sure, go ahead.
So I'll just call it admin, give it the password of admin, or no, I have it set up so 123 admin 123, and then that should be enough. Oh, that username's already taken. Oh, it's because I already have admin set up. So I will call it V Santino. There we go. Sure. And then obviously, sorry about all that. Type in password. And there we go.
All right, guys, do you have any questions for this group? Any questions from class?
Did you design that CSS yourself?
For the
login screen.
Yeah, that was I looked into it, and for that stuff we used some Bootstrap.
That looked really good though.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean we had to cherry pick some of the Bootstrap code, but outside of that, yeah, that was like our biggest focus, obviously.
Any other questions, guys? No questions. All right, great. Thank you very much. All right. All right. So who would like to go next?
I go next.
All right. Go,
Yes.
State, put the names up, and then please.
Our group members include me, Ran Zhao, and Biao Li. I will take the operation of our final project, and Biao Li will introduce about our final presentations. Okay, let's go.
Can you share your screen?
Oh, sorry, I
Yeah.
got that. Oh, sorry. This is our
Okay,
page.
okay. So our final project is pretty simple system. Is for the school, so the students can register for their classes. So can you go to the homepage? Go to the homepage. Okay, so our homepage is pretty simple. So the user can log in. If they don't have an account already, they can sign up over there. There's a button down below that say sign up right now. So we're gonna create an account called test for the presentation. So we also set up the password requirement. So you need at least 6 categories. Otherwise, it will give you the error message. So if the account successfully created, it will lead you back to the home page. So now you can log in with that account. Okay, as soon as you log in, it will lead you to your home, your profile page. So you can see you have a 3 button over there. So you can go to the register your class or reset your password or sign out. Okay, so we can show the reset password function works right here. So you have to put a new password and then confirm the password. Okay, as soon as you reset the password, it will also lead you back to the home page. So you have to reset the account back in. Okay, now we can go to the register the class. Okay, so there's the 3 main functions in this. So you can add the class to display what class that you select, and also you can delete the class. So we can add 3 classes over there. So as you can see right here, down the bottom echoes that you added the class into a register list successfully. Okay. And if you select a new one that is already exists in your list, it will give you the error code saying that the class is already exist in the register list and you have to select a new one. Okay, so go ahead and add another 2 before I display. Right. See. Okay, now you can see we have a 3 class that in the register list. Now we can test present the delete function. Go ahead, delete 10. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, click delete. Okay, so now you can see it's already successfully deleted from your register list. Go ahead, try to delete the one that is not exist. Okay, so when you are trying to delete some class that is not exist in your register list, so it will also give you error code that it's not in your register list. So that's pretty much about our final project. Do you guys have any other questions?
No. Any questions?
Can you show that it's writing to the database?
Okay, can you show the database?
Okay.
Go to the database.
Our database contains
go
few
to the
tables.
Yeah, go to the register list. Yeah, as you can see, there's 2 classes currently in the register list right now, ITS 260 and ITS 350.
These classes are just those we have added.
Right.
And also the users.
That's the table for the account that we've been made.
Can you go
Any
back
questions?
to the website?
Yeah, go back to the website.
Okay. To log in?
Go to the, log in.
Log into the test. Go to register.
Yeah, go to register.
Click on the display. Right. So there's 2 classes currently in your register list.
All right, guys, do you have any questions for this group?
Any questions?
Questions?
No.
Questions? All right, great job. Thank you very much. Who would like to
thank
go
you.
next?
We
I'd
can
like
go
to go
next.
next.
All right.
Oh,
Lucas, you can go.
oh, all right. I think I gotta wait for them to stop sharing their screen. But my
Can you stop share? Yeah.
Oh,
thank you,
okay.
thank you. Yeah, so my group was me. I'm Lucas D'Antonio, and my partner was Steve Kirby.
Hello.
And what we designed was, can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes.
What we designed was a forum that's that's based around a database that we called PokeTalkDB. We went with Pokemon because there's a lot of information about Pokemon that we could enter into a database. So that's what we went with. And to show you a quick demonstration, let's start with the registration page. You can make an account. You can set a username, an email. We have the option to upload an image. It does not work properly at the moment, though. And we'll see that. So the username or email was already taken. We can see that here in the database. The test account was already claimed. And I believe the test@aol.com was taken by this guy down here. The passwords are hashed, so they're not stored in plain text anywhere. Now if I go to log in with the Kirby's account here, see it'll display his username, his profile picture, and it will give his role. If he was an administrator, which has to be set manually in the database, like for instance, I'm set as an administrator, it'll display a different message there. But now if we go into the database, oh, one more thing, you have to be logged in to see any of this, to demonstrate that one more time. So there's controls on this website that no one can enter any of the, enter the database or the discussion board if they're not logged in. Yeah, there's me. And we'll pull up all the Generation 1 Pokemon. So it makes a search into the Pokemon database, the Pokemon table, sorry. And there's a large number of them that Steve took the time to enter. And for any one of these entries, you can go to their corresponding discussion board. It's dynamically entered. So we didn't make these pages individually. You can see up here, it creates this query. And then it gets that to get the name and the, yeah. Okay, now we can start a new topic, which would be like a thread on a forum. You go to post the topic and it shows up down here. I don't know why it is so tiny. It was a little better formatted before this. And then you can reply to that topic or start a new topic. And anyone that's logged in can do this. At the moment, we don't have any administrator controls. That was something I was trying to work on. There would be a X up here to click on that would delete the topic or the post. And just to give you an example of a post, it has a separate styling. Each post has the profile picture, the username, and the date and time it was posted. And that's all stored in the database as well. If we go over here to the topic table, we can see that the topic that was just entered is in there now. And the and the post was entered as well. Oh, that didn't show you anything. And besides that, we have a contact page, which it is set up so that if there was a mail server on this website, it would send it to my email. But right now it doesn't do anything. And the final thing, I guess, to show off would be if we go to manage user here, it pulls up some account information. I was going to try and have it so you could edit that, but that's what I had ready. I think that's about it. Can you think of anything else, Steve?
We could show, you could search for the Pokemon by name or
Oh,
ID.
Yeah, let me expand on that real quick. So we have it set up so you can search through the Pokemon table by a few different criteria. You can search by their number. So one is Bulbasaur. You can search by name. I think Pikachu's in here. Yep. You can search by generation, which each Pokemon has one. You can do 2 here. It pulls up all the Generation 2 Pokemon. Or you can search by type. This guy is a water type, I guess. Search by that. And you have all the water types. I think that's about it. Any questions?
Nice job. Very nice.
Thank you.
I like it. Any questions for this group, guys? Any questions? Pretty good. Yeah, great job. All right.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm not hearing any other questions. All right. So next group, please.
I'll go. Our group. Deanna McPartlin and Angel and Hector. Okay.
Is everyone here? Is everyone in your group here?
Yeah,
Yes.
Hector's here and Angel's here.
Correct.
Go ahead, guys.
Okay. So our website is Gamerware IT. Basically, the website is you can come and purchase high-tech computer parts. On our homepage, it says "Welcome to Gameware," and it has a little paragraph of like where streamers come and get their high-tech gear. Talks about if you want good prices, become a member. And then we have our About page where it just talks about, the project is for this class and our information. And then on memberships page, you can register. And here's where you would add your membership. And then it'll tell you that it was added. And then if you try to do the same one, it'll say that the user or email have already existed. And then go to the products page. It's where you can find all the products. Let's say we want a hard drive, the SSD, it says price. All of them have it where you drop down, click add to wish list, and it'll add to the wish list. And then if you click remove from wish list, it'll empty it. If you want to view your wish list, you can, I already have one existed underneath this email. You click login and it'll show your wish list and what items you have on it. And then if you go to the database, here are all the products listed on the product page. If you go to users, here are the users. The user we just created, passwords are hashed. And if you go to the wish list page, it will show all the items that are on a wish list and then the item we just added. And that's our website.
All right. Click on products, please. Okay. Click on membership. Oh, that's the register page. Okay.
Yeah.
Correct.
Click on wish list.
It'll show the one that we added, because if you click on a different tab, it logs you out of your wish list. I couldn't get it to stay up.
Okay. All right. Do you guys have any questions for this group? No questions. All right, great. Thank you very much. Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we still have any groups left?
Yeah, Maite Cardona, Hillary Baker, and Xiomara Garcia.
Okay. All right, guys. Let me get your names for a second. Do you have a slide? Oh, yeah. No, you don't. Can you repeat the name? Sorry, I think I missed one.
Maite Cardona, Hillary Baker, and Xiomara Garcia.
Okay, I got it. Go ahead, please.
Okay, so this is our web site. It's called Tucas Trucking. We got inspired by my dad's company in Honduras. You can, over here, this is the homepage. This is where you see what the business does. We have our phone number, email, and then Facebook right here. If we go to the register page, you can register right here. We'll do my name. And then we add it, and it's gonna say inserted. If we try to do my name again, it's gonna say user already exists. And then if we go to the database, we go to users, we see that it has been inserted and the passwords are hashed. Now, if we go to the login page.
Yeah, on the login page, you enter the username, password, login, and then it takes you, it's basically like a login for managers to enter employee hours, basically like a payroll. So if you enter the employee ID and then the hours booked, and you save the hours, it saves to the database. If you do show all hours booked, it also just shows it as cookies too. And then you can see right there that it's saved to the database. And then there are the cookies. And then I think we're gonna go to the inventory page next.
So for the inventory, there's a list of all the inventory, also with the item ID and the price for it. So then say if, for example, a customer wanted to buy something off of this website, they would just put their first name, last name, email, product ID number, and then a worker from this company could then, so you would add it, and then a worker from the company would then look at the request and then get in contact with them.
I already had a test one in there, so do we want to do another one just to show that it works?
Yeah.
So then it shows database.
Yeah, and then that's what our project.
It cut out a little bit in the end. I don't know if you guys were talking, but okay, great. So you can log in. Yeah, and then you have the payroll, right? And then you also have the inventory. So this is sales, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, guys, do you have any questions for this group?
Excuse me, can I see again for its database?
Yeah, for the database.
Yes, data storage.
Where do you
Calix.
want me to go?
I have the order request.
Okay, there.
Okay.
You put your first name, last name, and then the email, and then the product ID.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Any other questions, guys? All right, great job.
Thank you.
All right, do we have any other groups presenting today?
Yeah, I think my group still has to go.
All right, let's see. So how many groups do we still have today? Who hasn't presented? Zachary Geisheimer, you guys haven't presented,
It's
correct?
just Karen and I believe.
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
How's that?
That's better. Ryan, did you guys present? Ryan Frederick?
Yeah, I presented Tuesday.
Lila, did you present? Karen Kaufman, have you guys presented? Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Just making, I just want to see how many people we have. Josh, yeah, he presented. Joey, did you guys present?
Yeah, I was with Patricia and Ryan.
Yeah, so we just have one group left, I think. All right, so guys, go ahead. Put your names up somewhere and then begin, please.
All right, so I'm gonna display here the concept, and then Karen is gonna talk to you about what's going on with the database. Can you guys see my screen? So we did a time clock with an employee login, a time request off, and then a new employee. So none of this right now is currently connected to the database. I wasn't able to figure it out, and Karen's been working on it. And like I said, she'll be able to explain a little bit more about what's going on. And then there's like a checkbox. So, so I want the whole thing. 333-4455. Try that. What's my requested format? 123-456-7890. Huh. So for some reason the phone's not working, but what'll happen is it'll create a employee, and then it would go take you to this login where you put in all the information, and then you can clock in and out. Currently, that's all I have. I don't know if Karen has anything else to share.
So let me share what I have. Oh, Zach, you got to stop. There we go. Don't mind all my sound windows that are up. So I've really been struggling with the PHP My Admin, getting all the keys linked and getting without error messages, because I keep getting different errors like this popping up.
So until I got the database right, there was no point really in trying to link it to the web page because it's not going to work. The basic concept we're trying to do, we're going to have a table for the employees where it has the employee number, the first name, last name, which I did get started. Why isn't it coming up? There we go. First name, last name. It'll have an employee password, so a password can be registered. They will not be making their own password. It's one that will be defined by the admin. There's also going to be like vacation requests. So what day in, what day out, what day out, the day back in. The employee that's requesting, the request number is the primary, and then the approval of the manager. So we do have to make another privileged account to allow for minor changes, but not big changes. Like entering employees is going to be a step above the approval, like trying to keep in context with real life of management versus corporate control of the database. Because I highly doubt corporate allows managers to control their database in any way. And then we're also one of the goals we had is to do like a schedule pull up in regards to like when the employee is working. So when you log in, hey Zach, can you go back to yours? Let me stop sharing. Once I find my thing.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep. And then where'd you like me to go?
So there's the time, when you log in, you have the time off request, and admin logging in will have an additional pop-up that allow, like under the time off request part, and that'll be an approve or deny for the request. So it's gonna pull from the database to that for that specific admin. It's a lot. I've really been struggling with this database. So unfortunately we don't have a lot of these ideas in practice right now. Sorry. Professor Calix, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. All right, I was just waiting to see if you had something else to say. All right, guys. So just to confirm, you know, your forms don't connect to the database, right? That
working on connecting them to the database. Yeah.
The user login and the registration is not connecting. All right, guys, do you have any questions for this group?
No.
No questions? All right, great. So is that the last group? All right, so I think we are done then, it seems. So that's good. That's great. So again, please don't forget to submit your materials. So let me stop the recording at this